Hi and welcome again. So today we're going to look at Advent of Cyber, day number 2. So it just got released, it's barely 5 minutes old. I have no idea what I'm going to do, so let's just jump right into it and look what this is all about. So the story is that Mr. Skitty needs to check if any other employee else left or been affected by Grinch Industries attack, but the system that holds the employee information have been hacked. Can you hack them back to determine if the other teams in the best festival company have been affected? Alright, so we need to hack something. Learning objective is understanding the online technology of web servers and how the web communicates. So I think this is about HTTP protocol, and I kind of see that as a headline. So I think also something about cookies and learning how to manipulate and manage cookies for malicious use. So while you read this text here, you can learn that there are different kind of methods in the HTTP protocol, the GET and the POST, and the example request is something like that. You do a GET request with the HTTP protocol, the version is 1.1, and you're doing the actual request to the root of the server on TryHackMe.com. You are this kind of browser, and your referrer is this URL. Alright, so if we go down, you can read more example responses you get. So you send this and you get a response, and the response would be something like HTTP 1.1 200 OK, which basically means okay, this went good. And then this is an Nginx server. It's just a web server. It could be anything basically. Apache, it could be Microsoft servers, you know. But Nginx is just another one used for many purposes, also as a proxy and reverse server. The date, the time, the content type is HTML and text, which is true, and the content length, that is about these letters, should be around 98 of them. Reading. Fourth, you're being tasked for more information. You can check out the Web Fundamentals room. And for cookies, they are talking about how cookies work, and I suggest you study this diagram just a bit to understand how it works. Alright, so to begin the process, we need to log in and so on and so on. And they talk about cookie components. Name, value, domain, path, expire, size, HTTP only secure, same size, same party priorities. All these kind of things can be hard to remember. I don't even remember all of them. Sometimes I have to look up stuff to better understand. So now we have this sheet here to go and look back if we have any things we do not remember 100%. So they talk more about it. I really suggest that you read this. And we talk about cookie manipulation, how you can do that in your browser. Basically, it is by accessing something called Inspector or Firefox Developer Tools, depending on which kind of browser you're in. I think it doesn't have the name Chrome Developer Tools anymore. I think it's Inspector. This is Firefox I'm in, and this is also Inspect Elements. So depending on which version you have of Firefox and which you have installed. Now I'm just using some plain old Firefox version of this Linux Kali installation, so that might be the case that mine is not named Firefox Developer Tools. Anyhow, now you know it, I show it to you. So you can also press F12 for some shortcuts, and what you get is this window here. This is the thing you get with Elements, Console, Source, Network, Performances, Memory, Application, Security, and Lighthouse. So the application part of the tab is where you need to look. Depending on what it is you want to do, you can open local storage or sessions or whatever you have in your browser. For this particular exercise, I'm pretty sure that it's under cookies because they talk about cookies a lot, and they even have that marked. Scrolling down a bit more, they show us a string, looks like JSON, but it is just a JavaScript object because the first part in front of this sign that I just forgot the name of in English, the colon, sorry, yeah. That is the key, and in JSON the key should also be surrounded by quotations. So it's not, therefore it's a JavaScript object. So additional resources is looking at the HTTP in detail room or authentication bypass in detail room before you are getting on with this exercise. So if you're stuck, you can go ahead and click this video, and that video is basically pretty sure it's a walkthrough, so I'm not gonna look at it. I already see that 57 people had a look at it so far, and let's just see. Yeah, they made it for kids, it seems, so that's really good. Alright, so answer the questions below. Open the static site in a new tab. So I'm gonna open this site in a new tab, just look at it pretty fast. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna, what is this? So, alright, so that's very interesting that it snows on my computer. Alright, so first of all, yes, no answer is needed. Alright, so next task would be register an account and verify the cookies using the developer tool in your browser. What's the name of your cookies? Okay, I see. So we need to create an account and verify something and put something in here. So let's just do that. I see not registered yet, sign up, and I'm gonna register as security in mind, so sim, and the password just the same, why not, and sim at sim.dk. I'm gonna create the account, so you don't save. So now I have this very interesting web page. Oh, you don't have permission to register an account currently. Please contact administrator for more assistance. So before I do anything, let's just verify the cookies using the developer tool. So okay, so I'm gonna right click and click inspector. I'm gonna go to storage. So you have another name in my browser compared to the actual tutorial here on TryHackMe. So, but it's the same. I'm gonna click cookies, and I see that I have this cookie here called static lab tryhackme.cloud. And I see the name is user auth. I think that's what they asked for. What is the name of the new cookie? I'm gonna paste that in and say submit, and that is true. So already now we are thinking, okay, so we have a cookie called user auth, and there's a domain for it, and let's just see, table header cookie, something value, something else, and nothing particular right here just to look at. Let's just see here, same site, secure paths, false, HTTP only, true, false, host only. Okay, so let's see what the next question is. Alright, so that's the name of it. What encoding type was used for the cookie value? Oh, so the value of the cookie, let's go back to it, is this one here. So I'm gonna copy paste that out, and I'm gonna go to Google and something like verify encoding. Let's see if that is the correct way. So let's just paste it in. Alright, so we need to find a site that can check encoding. Let's just see, check encoding, how to detect. So encoding, alright, so this is usually the way you can find stuff using Google. So of course there's a tool you can use, well, it's online. So what I would probably prefer to do in this case, you can try and do something like, you know, use burp proxy, because it can decode stuff. You can also look at the actual, you know, the text itself here. Just paste it here. So you can see that it's a lot of numbers and some letters, and you know, when you just watch the string, you know that, okay, so this is probably some sort of base something encoding. It could be. It is definitely hexadecimal notation. Like, you can see that it's from A to F. I don't see anything beyond F. And it is numbers between 0 to 9, because that's the only numbers there are. That is hexadecimal. So what the answer they want here, it could be many things. So counting the stars, it could be hexadecimal, but let's just find out by going to Google and visiting the site CyberChef. Let's go to that site. It's on GitHub, and let's input the string right here. And what we need to do here is choose the recipe for it to bake or decode the string. So right now it's just nothing. So we think that this is a hexadecimal. So let's say it's from hexadecimal, and yeah, already now we see that the string we get here is a JavaScript object notation string. So we have the company as a key, the value, the key is registered and the value is true. Another key is sim, which is kind of, I think this is the right one we got, because I registered the new user as a sim user, the sim, like security in mind. So since this is from hex, this is hexadecimal notation, I'm not really sure if it's base something. I'm gonna go ahead and choose on a long run and write hexadecimal. Did I write this correct? Alright, so that is just the pure answer. It's a hexadecimal encoding. So that's about it. Alright, so looking at the different hints, you can do that if you wish to. Yeah, in the hint for this task, we also use CyberChef to decode the value. So that's what we kind of did. What object format is the data of the cookie stored in? Object format. So the format of the object, let's just have a look at it again. Well, I would say that there's a really good chance that they want me to write JSON, and I'm just gonna try that. I disagree this is the right answer, because JSON is the pure part of JSON. The key should be surrounded by quotations, and they're not, so that's a problem. Let's just go have a look at it, like JSON format, just to be 100% sure here. JSON example. Yeah, let's just take this website. Not sure that the website is correct, but let's just have a look at it. It looks weird. Looks really weird. Yeah, they do the JavaScript object here, and that is the true. Yeah. I guess it's just me being extremely correct, and people just want to use one word. Anyways, that would be the answer, JSON. Manipulate the cookie and bypass the login portal. Alright then. What is the value of the administrator cookie? So we need some sort of value, and the username is admin. So what I think we need to do here is go back to CyberChef, and we're gonna take this string here. I'm gonna remove this, sorry, and go back to the input. I'm gonna put in the name admin, and I'm gonna take the 2 hex value, and this value here is what I'm gonna copy, because I think that if we hexify or hex encode our new JavaScript object with the username admin, that would be the correct one. Let's just try this and put it in here and save it, and then let's just update the page. It tells me that I have no a lot of spaces. I need to copy raw, replace, copy raw. No, because it puts spaces in between. Now, this is not good. How can I delimiter none? There we go. So I'm gonna take the value and put that in there again, press enter, update. Let's see, it didn't work. Let's just try and put that value in there and see if it works. So it kind of, the value is okay, and the answer was correct, and what I did was correct. So let's see what the next thing is. What team environment is not responding? Team environment. So I think we need to get access to the actual page right now. So let's I think we need to get a fresh link now and see. There we go. Okay, so when you put in the new value for the cookie, there's a slight chance you need to reopen your tab and open a new one for it to work properly. So the best festival monitoring dashboard. No idea what I'm looking at right now. Actions. What's the question? The question is, what is the team environment not responding? All right. 2 letters. H. Could that be the answer? Oh, really? It is. It's just me. I found the question a bit weird. So, anyways, I was just looking at it and saying, okay, it's red. So, there's a slight chance that they did not respond to this. So, yeah. So, what team environment has network warning? Alrighty then. Oh, not responding and warning. So, the warning then should be application for yellow for warning. So, yeah, let's put it in. And if you want to learn more about, so completed and task related, completed, and we should be done. So that is day number 2 of Advent of Cyber on TryHackMe. Scroll up a bit. And yeah, that's it. So when you go ahead and just do it on the fly, you know, it's quite weird, and I kind of figured or thought that there would be more to it. So this is just as far as we're gonna take it. So until now, I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you again. Bye bye.